welcome to our December holiday edition of HR Hot Topics. I'm your host, Jodi Schafer, and with me today, I have a special treat for you all. I have Andie Kramer, who was with me a few months back talking about the importance of reference checks, so if she looks familiar, that's why. And to my right, I have another member of our team. This is Marcia Cornell. Marcia does a lot of compensation work for us, so you may be less familiar with her, but we're actually hosting our holiday party here for the HRM team this morning, and we invited Will, who's behind the camera, hey Will, to come and do a quick video shoot. And this month's topic is on holiday parties, how to keep them fun, but also how to protect yourself and limit the risk and liability. So with that, we will cheers to you all.
Cheers.
And get into this month's episode. There are some things to keep in mind as you celebrate this season, and I wanted to have Andie and Marcia here just to kind of share some of those tips. The whole idea is that it's fun, it's relaxing, and it's something that your staff want to come to. So generally that means alcohol, okay? Clearly, right? Alcohol makes everything more fun. But there's some risk involved when you've got alcohol at your party. So I just wanted to give a few tips to keep in mind as you're planning yours. And the first has to do with open bar versus drink tickets. So Andie used to work in the hotel industry where a lot of parties were hosted. So Andie, maybe you can kind of tell us about the shift that you saw happen from open bar and what that led to, and sort of nowadays what you're seeing.
Yeah, so open bar, open liability, open risk, open inappropriate behavior, just bad. And so then it went to more financial purposes, was maybe a couple of drink tickets and then a cash bar. Then what I think is kind of cool, what's kind of happening as of late, are these hard seltzer waters that have come out. So I think a really nice option would be a beer, wine, hard seltzer water option for someone. So forget the hard liquor, but you have some cool varieties, some flavors to choose from, low alcohol content. So kind of hip and happening and fun, reduce the alcohol content, and still be able to enjoy the party.
Yep, and so you could do open bar in that case. Still some risk though. And it can be expensive if you're hosting this off-site. So the drink tickets are
tickets help keep that cost down low, so you can have a couple of drink tickets for whatever they wish to choose, and then cash bar after that. Or you could just say 2 drink tickets and you're done, and not have a cash bar. So it's really whatever fits your group, how much risk you want to put out there, how much fun you want them to have. But it's sensible ways to still have the alcohol, still have fun, not look like the stuffy owner.
So let's talk about location. So I'm coming to you from my home. So this is like what not to do. Host it in your home, be your own bartender, let people drive to your place and drive home. Like, this is what not to do, okay? So I sort of love that as HR professionals, we're like gonna write the handbook one way, but we're gonna actually do it another way. But in terms of risk and sort of shifting risk, the location in which you host your party is also something to keep in mind. So Marcia, maybe if you want to talk about that a little bit. So Marcia, in a prior life, worked for a state agency, large groups of people, definitely had the facilities where you could have hosted a holiday party on site, but maybe chose to take it off site for other reasons.
We did, and most of the parties were during the day, so we didn't have alcohol.
Oh, see, and that's another, or have it on a Thursday night, not a Friday night.
And I can't recall even having it in an evening setting, but they were off-site, and the biggest reason that we wanted to do it off-site is to get the people out of the office and away from the phones ringing and their clients contacting them and pulling them away from the party so they could actually relax and mingle with their coworkers. What I have seen, unfortunately, happen is because of the fact that a lot of people don't want to go after hours because they've already put in their 40 hours. the attendance was going down if they tried to push it after 5 o'clock. And with flex schedules, some people end their day at 4 o'clock. So if you got it even closer to the end of the day, people wouldn't go because they wanted it to be on the employer's dime. So now I'm seeing employers just canceling and not even doing it and saying, just go have a holiday lunch with your division. And it's really kind of sad because that really was good for morale to get everybody together. And alcohol or not, just the festive environment was good for the employees' morale.
Yeah. So I like this idea of, do you host it after hours, which is one more thing on an employee's plate potentially in a very busy month?
Yes.
Or do you, in essence, cancel the day out so in place of the work, they get to instead enjoy this party? And if you take them off site, potentially you could have transportation that's going to drive them to and from. So that eliminates some of the risk, especially if there's alcohol involved. But it also shifts the risk. Let's say it is after hours. If somebody were to get injured at the party, God forbid, if it's not at your place of work, then that shifts the burden to whoever is hosting the party, which is why you probably don't want to host the party in your home like I am. But I trust these girls. We have a small group. But you it's nice of you to open your home, but there's a lot of risk with that. So deciding where you want to host and shifting that burden is a good idea. The other thing, and I keep circling back to alcohol. Maybe it's the second glass of mimosa I'm on, but that's where a lot of risk comes in. If you shift it to another place, especially if it's a conference center, a hotel, a restaurant, they have bartenders that are certified and safe serve. So they know what to look for if somebody's had too much. They know how to cut somebody off. Versus being your own bartender, in your own home, that's a little bit more difficult to do. So one of the things to keep in mind. And then the last piece has to do with an overall rider. Now, I'm not an insurance expert. None of us are insurance experts here.
No.
But I know that you can contact your insurance carrier, especially if you are choosing to host your party on site, and you can purchase a rider for the day of the event just to give you some extra protection should anything go awry. But with that, we will wish you all happy holidays. Please be safe, but have fun, enjoy each other's company, celebrate a successful year, and keep that team engaged so that hopefully you have them for the year ahead.
Absolutely.
So that, cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next month.